Hi friends, hope you're doing great today. So today I would be covering the steps to develop and implement a model-driven app in Dynamics Customer Engagement. To develop a model-driven app, the steps are too much easy. First of all, you need to log into your make.powerapps.com portal. Therein we need to select the appropriate environment. The appropriate environment means the environment in which we have created our data tables, columns, relationships, etc. Then after logging in there, we need to select a create a model driven app from a blank, need to fill in the required details, and then we can simply design the app by placing our required components in there. And once the designing has been completed, we need to save the app, need to validate it, publish it, and then we can verify the changes by clicking on a play button. And once all the things are all good, then you can publish the model driven app. It would be available under your Dynamics 365 customer engagement modules. So let's proceed ahead towards our make.powerapps.com portal. So I have logged in successfully to my make.powerapps.com portal. In here we are having an environment tab. So we need to select the appropriate environment wherein we have modeled our data, which means wherein we have created our tables, our columns, our relationships, etc. So I am clicking on Sumit 9911 environment. Now once we have logged in into this environment, it's always a good practice so as to create a solution which would be containing all your components for that particular model driven app. Reason stated, once the model driven app has been completed, we would be deploying it to the higher environments, and therein this solution would help you so as to club together all the components at one place, which can be deployed in a single go without missing any of the required components. So I have named my solution as model driven app 2. Select the publisher. I am selecting the test publisher, and version is 1.0.0.0. so this is the default version in Dynamics. Let's create this solution. So now once this solution is created, you can see model driven app 2. Now let's click on our plus create button. Over here you would see three options. One is canvas app from blank, model driven app from blank, and portal from blank. So today we are going to do model driven app from blank. So let's click on the create button. Now let's name this as model driven app 2. If you need to add a description, you can add the description in here. This description will be visible to your user and will be helping them for using the app model driven app 2 created for tutorial. As of now, I am selecting as user default image. Since we have already created a solution, so I am saying use an existing solution to create the app. Let's click on next button. In here I would be able to see my solution name, model driven app 2. Now let's say done. So on click of done, our app designer would be opening for us. Now this app designer has three major areas. One is the sitemap, the other one is the dashboard, and third one is the entity view. So if we go to our existing model driven app, so sitemap is nothing but your navigation which you see on the left part of your model driven app. So this sitemap has been categorized into three things, that is area, sub area, and subgroup. So we would be designing our own sitemap for our model driven app. So let's click on this sitemap here. It's loading for me. So if you can see new area, new group, and sub area. So let's name them accordingly as per our need and the requirement. So you can click on this edit button. So I am clicking over here. I am saying it as customer. Select an icon. So let's say account icon I am selecting, and I am marking it as new area only for now. I save it. Now I need to name the subgroup also. So our account and sub area. So over here I need to first select the type. So what exactly is my type? My exactly type is an entity. Which entity? Account entity for now. Account. And I save it. So this way I have created my sitemap. Now we need to create the other parts of it. So let's click on this app designer again. And if you can see, my sitemap is done. And based upon my sitemap, as a part, dashboard and entity has been added. So over here on dashboard, if you can see, all the dashboards are added to my app. But my customer requirement is they want specific apps, not this one. Let's say they want an app overview or sales rep. Okay, let's select connected customer service dashboard. Based upon this app, if you can see, these three entities have been added. Business processes, I don't want all the business processes, I want something specific, that let's say agreement business processes. So if you can see, based upon the business processes and the dashboard, all the related entities have been added. But my customer requirement is something specific for today, that I need to show only the account entity. So I'm removing all other entities. Now in account entity, if we click on the forms, you can see all the forms are visible. I don't want all the forms because it would be confusing my customer. So I am selecting only the account form. For views, I don't want all the views, I want all account views, charts specifically, and dashboards. Okay, so that's all for my app designer. I save the same. Let's validate it first. So we are validating our app, and say it shows you certain dependencies. These dependencies are because in these forms, in these views, certain attributes have been used from different other entities, and so it means if you deploy this app to some other environment wherein these components would be missing, then it would be giving you an error. So since in our today's tutorial we are not considering about the deployments, so we are good with these dependencies. Let's publish it. So once the app has been published, this play button would be enabled for you, and you can click on this play button to see and take a look and feel of your app. So let's click on this play button. So see, our app has been loaded successfully with model driven app 2 as in here, with home as a dashboard, whichever we have selected. The recent parts, the pinned parts are default functionalities. In account sub area, we have account entity. In account entity, we have enabled only the two views. So all the two views are visible to you. Let's open the all account view. In here, we are opening a specific record, and this record will have only one type of form because we have enabled only one form for today. Rest all these buttons, ribbons, etc. are being shown to you based upon your roles and permissions, and these cannot be designed in a model driven app. For these, we need to use some other tricks and in Dynamics CE, which would be helping us so as to resolve the concerns regarding these buttons which are being shown. Now since our app is all good, let's close it. Let's save and close this, and let's see how we can see the app in our Dynamics customer engagement. So now I have come on my Dynamics CRM instance. Now I am clicking over here so as to see whether my app is available or not. So it should be somewhere here, model driven app 2. So if you can see, now my app is visible to you, and if you can see the tutorial, the description which we have given, model driven app 2 created for tutorial, is visible to here. Let's click on this app and see the app loads all good for us without any coding. We have designed a model driven app within 5 to 10 minutes. So these are the ways in which Microsoft has assisted us so as to fulfill the requirements of customers without creating any confusion of navigations or etc. In upcoming sessions, I would be covering how to implement a security structure, how to deploy these model driven apps, how to design a form as per your need and requirement, and other stuff. Hope you would be having a great day. Thanks.